Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn. I hope you guys are all doing okay. And let's go ahead and take a deep breath. I have two reads again for you today. First is a Divine Masculine read, second is a Divine Feminine read, and I just did a meditation. I have a big message there for you as well. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Sending out lots of love and blessings to all of you. So first I want to go over my meditation I just did before I forget my messages. So I went in to ask my little girl, my inner child, what was going on with her. And I haven't really been getting my little girl anymore, but I wasn't sure what to expect. Sometimes it's something totally different, or an energy, or an older version of her. And today the first thing I was seeing was, you know how like an irritating relative would go up to a little child and pinch their cheeks and say, "Oh, you're so cute," and make these weird faces? Well, I was getting my inner child doing that to me, but as the little girl doing it to me, which was kind of funny. I'm like, why is she doing that? And then I see her going from this kind of erratic, silly energy to all of a sudden sitting on a horse and sideways lying back over the arch of the horse, oh so gracefully. But she was older. She was like, you know, that 20s beauty energy, and but she was being oh so graceful. And I actually watched a horse movie with a rider. What was it called? I don't know. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. But I was watching a movie with about a horse and a rider. Oh, Rock My Heart was the movie I was watching. So it was reminding me of that, but it wasn't her. It wasn't even like how I would see myself, but it was a version of me in my 20s, but being totally empowered in my beauty and gracefully lying back over this horse sideways and arching my back. And then all of a sudden I see like racing, and then I see that it's a woman racing to first base and then to second base, and she's smiling and she's like, you know, it's like she can do everything, but there's a whole bunch of energy going forward, like movement. It was like, you know, this is someone doing all these different athletics, but all different versions of that, or all different versions of me or ourselves. And then after that, all that high energy, then I was seeing two Buddhas, twin Buddhas, sitting next to each other, and then kept switching from sitting side by side to back, side to side, back to back, side to side, back to back. It was two Buddhas sitting next to each other. And then right after that, I was seeing a young divine masculine, but kind of laying in a healing chamber. It was like a little inset. It was actually kind of like the 9/11 monument, but you know, like the shape of a tomb though. But it was just below a surface, and it was a healing chamber, and a young masculine was lying in there naked. And then I'm like, well, where's the feminine? And then all of a sudden I see the feminine in the same chamber on her side. She's on the left, he's on the right. But there's an island between their healing chambers. But they're both healing, and they're reaching one hand over to each other to hold each other's hands. It's like they're sharing. And then all of a sudden they're sitting up to reach out to each other. But then there's a liquid wall between them. But they're happy, they're not upset. It's just they're doing their separate healings and yet together. And it's like, you know, putting their hands up to each other through the liquid wall. And then all of a sudden, the masculine side disappears and the feminine is holding a child. And I asked them, what does that mean? And all I heard was, "You will soon see." It's like, "No worries, my dear. You will see soon enough." So that was the energies that were coming up. It was a very different energy than this past year, and a very beautiful, peaceful, graceful, all-encompassing, like you can do anything energy, and you are together, and it's the masculine and feminine making peace with each other, coming together, and there's something birthed here. So we will have yet to see what the new year brings. This first read is for the Divine Masculine, and this was done last night at 8:05. The SIRIAN Starseed deck, which is the main deck for my 7-deck read, was actually cut and dealt at 7:37, which is the 7 of the Chariot, and then the 37 of the King of Cups. At 7:47, which 47 is the 7 of Cups, I was clarifying the cards, and I was getting the O of CH. So that was coming up as the human embodiment of the channel, the horsepower, the 22 yards. And that's funny because I was just hearing someone talking about the number 22. And 2, of course, is the divine feminine. And the 2 is also the one-to-one relationships, as opposed to one-to-many, the one-on-one relationships. So very much about the intimate relationship in the divine feminine, the human embodiment of the channel, the human channel, the horsepower, which was just coming up in the movie, and what I just talked about in my meditation, the power of the horse, and the connection between here was my divine feminine with the horse connection, but also the connection of the human or the channel with the horse, and the 22 yards of each and I. Also then at 7:49, 49 being the 9 of Cups, the Get Your Wish card, the O of Orbs came up. The human embodiment of thoughts and words, and the blind man and orphans, so reaching out to those in need. I finished clarifying this read for the Divine Masculine here at 8:05, which is Strength and the Hierophant. And I was just getting Strength of the Powers that be. That was the message I was just getting. The major arcana for this read were Tower, Solar Deity, which is the Sun, and Starseed, which is the Fool in this deck. And before the read, the Shadow came up, which is the Devil. There were 2 Cups, 2 Swords, 3 Pentacles, and 1 Wand. So mostly Pentacles, which isn't just money. It's about practical day-to-day things and energy exchanges. And then we have the Court cards, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and then before the read, the Page of Orbs. So we literally had 3 pages, which is either all about children or all about messages and communication. This is like unprecedented with the numbers today. For this read, for the Divine Masculine, we had triple 1s, triple 2s, and triple 4s. And we also had double 8s, which is the twins both balancing within their masculine and feminine, standing side by side, which was coming up in my vision I just had. So the triple 1s, very much about the masculine energy, the triple 2s, the feminine energy. The 1 being the very driven, focused, independent, selfish energy, not in a negative way, in a positive way, being very focused and channeled. And then the 222 of the feminine being the mediator, the other side, seeing the other side of the situation. And then the triple 4s of the angelic realms, and the double 8s, of course, of the twins dancing. The code line here for the Divine Masculine was individuality and compassion, and just the number 8, which is all about the dance between the masculine and feminine, the dance between the 3D and 5D, and the dance within yourself, the dance with you and your twin, and the dance with others who also are teaching you about yourself. So the other numbers that came up here were 12, which is the Hangman, 28, which is the twins, the 2 of Wands, the choice of path. And those were the only major numbers, 1, 2, and 8. And then in a lesser sense, we had 23, which is the 23 is the King of Wands, 24, which is the Queen of Wands, 34, which is the 8 of Wands, 46, the Six of Cups, 67, the Knight of Pentacles, and 78, which is the Ten of Pentacles, the end of the deck. Around individuality and compassion for the Divine Masculine here, and the number 8, the foe expands and contracts. So for me, expand is S-span. For Sophia, and pand means curtain, a light curtain hanging, and then the C-tract is the Christ on tract. So Sophia is the curtain, and the Christ is the tract, holding the curtain. The foe of expand and contract, the seeker or student to see the key in that expanding and contracting in the 8 of the dance and showing strength. The bridge of the sun to the seeker of the flame's path. The bridge of the sun to seeker of flame's path. Okay, so then there's another energy of childlike energy. It's all about the seekers, which is the page. The expanding and contracting with human or partner and without. So with a partner and without. So seeing the expansion and contracting as a human with yourself, but also with a partner, with your partner and without, to see the key fate, the bridging, the I am that I am, to own the sun worshiper, drama queen path, or acting, that all the world is a stage. The cute, soft, flabby father, student of dance, seeing the key fate of I am that I am bridging, the sun god, the seeker of flame, the Sophia path of individuality and compassion. Then FOF came up. And when I looked it up, a stock price came up. It was literally $12.21. The price for Cohen and Steers closed end opportunity. And also FOF is fund of funds, which is a multi-manager investment. But FOS is also came up as F off or flip off Friday from dictionary.com, but also friend to a friend in Urban Dictionary, friend of a friend. So friend of a friend seeks key in expanding and contracting in the dance, exposing the page of wands path, which is that of inspiration and being excited. The friend of a friend student dancing across the bridge, strong in their I am presence, sun-inspired path. Then CH came up. That's when I went back to the 0 of CH that came up before. So again, the channel, the 22 of the Divine Feminine, and yards. The chain was also coming up, and that came up in the read as well. The I and the each and the horsepower. So all of those things being significant here. We start with the Tower reversed, and beneath that was the 4 of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Cups upright, the 7 of Swords upright, the Page of Swords upright, and the Shadow upright, which is the Devil. The Divine Masculine's heart letting go and opening up, grounding and integrating, receiving of love, passing downloads and hot air balloon, a message to Shadow, or email, or online message in the aftermath of sudden events, perhaps after separation, or going back or looking back to or at the Queen of Swords reversed, choosing a new path, moving, travel, ascending, past anyone who gets in their way, or chose to drive too fast and perhaps hit someone, or cut them off at the pass. Capricorn upright, Scorpio reversed, as well as Cancer upright and Aries reversed here, or Cancer or Warrior may be a bad driver, or Scorpio reverse may be learning to drive. Sovereign is over it, and the Knight of Wands making a rescue attempt. It's not working out with horny Devil, or Capricorn upright and Cancer reversed, or Devil's deception, or the Knight of Wands sold himself to the Devil, chained with 22 yards of Fool, or taking tickets to see eyes wide shut, working for the Devil, whether like it or not, and done wasting his time, money, and energy. Cell block 8, lobster took the fall, or hung out to dry in deception of the solar eclipse, confusing the dogs on what to do next, or the Devil's minions lost they're now lost without the devil, who's now in prison at 850, which is strength, and the 10 of cups. And then I was getting gold inside the cinder blocks. So that may be true for someone who's looking for something and can't find it, or some kind of illegal activities. At 852, which is strength and the Queen of Swords, the King of Wands reversed is not sleeping or awakening after a sudden event and holding their tongue, or nowhere to sleep after kicked out of the house with 39 lashes. Jack and Jill fell, broke their crown. He took her with him, trying to escape the depths or the pits of hell, or the nightmare of 9/11, or running from the law, or the King of Wands reversed hiding from Scorpio reversed, their verbal abuse. Getting to know each other comes up here, and romantic feelings and the underlying energy for the masculine. And the High Priestess reversed is the Dark Priestess without keys and sitting on the fence telling the Divine Masculine what to do and where to go with sweet tweets. Depressed after jealous rage with the Queen of Pentacles upright and begging their forgiveness. High in the weeds, no chest wax after freaking out, or hiding a girl in the ethers, or flowers in the attic, or freaked out catching daughter with a guy, or guy of another race or nationality or culture, or brought back memories for someone of having to hide in the rafters, or Pisces reversed and Aquarius reversed with jealous man issues, or Scorpio reversed rage and the Queen of Pentacles is not forgiving. Nature comes up here with 74, which is the Six of Pentacles, that balance, that perfect balance that nature is, and then manifesting, which is number 8, the dance, at 906, which is the Hermit and the Lovers. The Hermit is burdened by the Empress and heart issues, or the 5D connection with the Hermit, while the Empress is standing over him, fighting or competing to win and lead the way to lovers, or bring good news to lover, or sex only if he wins the match. Shadow people betting on him, or cheering him on to go get the girl. Butterflies are free to fly, fly away, and rats in the logs with no idea where to look next. The Six of Wands, representing his country in the Olympiad of lovers, fighting to get home from the war. Lovers in the aftermath of sudden events, news on the web of deception and censorship and verbal abuse, or silent treatment with the Queen of Pentacles, but she maintaining her composure. Lovers getting their wish of the twin flame path, the journeyman looking back at the Queen of Pentacles receiving, being dumped on, purging, implementing a plan of patience and waiting it out, while the King of Pentacles is receiving passion and growth, feeling guilty with the Queen of Cups, injustice, withholding, and dumping all on the Knight of Cups reversed at home, announcing their awakening without peace, and presenting the truth of it to the Ten of Cups reversed and the King of Cups upright. So that could be an unhappy family, or the family ending or emotional ending that's overdue with the King of Cups upright, though, and the High Priestess reversed, seeing synchronicities of lovers without affection or in a breakup. At 920, which is the Hermit and Judgment, is the recent past, with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, withholding the Seven of Swords, running from the Page of Cups reversed, rejection, could be a spoiled child or a crybaby or just a baby crying, or stealing from the mouths of babes and happy with themselves. At 922, the Hermit and the Fool, announcing a wake-up call to lead the way, to come out wherever you are, and bring good news to those losing their minds with a negative past, a falling out, or difficult kids. Perhaps at a distance, or social distancing, bad influences, death, and dark night, or a transition with a message, stepping up to the plate to swing. The King of Wands reversed is running from vulnerability or intimacy issues. The foundation here at the root of the matter is the Ace of Swords upright, with the truth being out, home letting go to spend, but not seeing eye to eye, uncomfortable there in negative exchange, or not expressing true feelings about falling out with a third party. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Eight of Cups, uncomfortable, not walking away. The Page of Swords spreading the word for the King of Pentacles, without peace and jealous or rejected, or without peace about rejection and insincerity. In a heated exchange with depressed Hermit reversed or crazy Aquarius reversed, the challenge being sunshine, exposure, energized, choosing new path, juggling, performing, or to distract the public. Offering third energy, passion and growth, post-war or COVID, releasing anxieties and fears. Awake to higher love and standing up for self and others, the Queen of Cups upright is waving hello, or Capricorn temptation between the Queen of Cups and depression of those left out in the cold. The Knight of Swords is reversed, going easy on the kids, the King of Pentacles fending off unwanted advances with his ego in check. I was just getting cheek as well, with his ego in cheek, maybe being cheeky. The Knight of Pentacles offering something healthy in a breakup, or in lieu of affection or sex, or to the kids, the Six of Cups reversed, or on the outs in separation or heartbroken. The Three of Wands situation, grounding, integrating, rising above, to complete the cycle, awake, to the sealed divine feminine. Now for the masculine is the Starseed, not received, or didn't receive their big download. No bomb was dropped. The Queen of Wands, Aries reversed, with foolish kids exposing all, and found a way out, perhaps of a marriage or a contract. Or Leo to the Queen of Wands, igniting things with lover, so that could be two feminine lovers. The Taurus, Capricorn found a way out to the Queen of Wands, Leo, or Queen of Wands, twins, because it could be two fire signs or two twins. The Ten of Wands reversed, confessing, but only after they were caught, the secret out, and not working out, getting over it with the Emperor reversed. Sweetly judging the Knight of Wands, who's rushing in to rescue him, but no reunion between the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands with two lovers perhaps, dumping at least one of them in surrender, purging, crying, and keeping to themselves, implementing a plan to make an offer to the Ten of Cups reversed family, or end of an emotional cycle, with options or a choice of retirement gift, or milestone achievements, while grounding and integrating, sharing, or settling out. Soon for the masculine here is the Ace of Cups reversed, dumped, overwhelmed, purging, confessing, or dumping a load, or all is out. All out on Leo, who may be being strong, presenting the whole truth to the sovereign without the tools, and frustrated, losing their temper in a breakup to come full circle and end the pain at 9:46, which is the Hermit, and the Six of Cups, which can be the children or a soulmate. So battling a temper or lack of inspiration, or a child who's all over the place, or removing their mask, post-war with virus, released for good and completely pacified by the truth to sovereign. He is seeing himself as the Page of Pentacles upright, the good student, or the one with the opportunities, the invitations, the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, to back them up. Suffering in silence, the Empress upright, with the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords speaking on her behalf and implementing a plan. The King of Swords upright with the Queen of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles and Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community together, and the Empress kept quiet as a silent partner, the Empress. Worth waiting for here, reconciliation, engagement, and very soon all came up for the masculine, and around the divine masculine, the Eight of Pentacles reversed, where things are not working out in a deception or injustice of death, end, dark night, and or transition or transformation to their destiny, the rebirth of Cancer reversed, Libra reversed, to Scorpio upright and Libra upright. And the block for the masculine is the Page of Wands reversed, removing the mask, and the divine feminine doing well amidst all that. The Page of Wands reversed in breakup and ending the pain on the other side. Individuality and compassion comes up for the masculine, and Hermit reversed coming out about missing their flame and suffering in silence. Floating on air, on a wing and a prayer, on a quest for unconditional love and a partner to dance with, knowing and keeping to themselves in the pursuit of happiness with the King of Cups performing with them. The Two of Cups reversed here in disconnect or two at a distance, either not seeing eye to eye or not seeing face to face. The Knight of Pentacles offer to end unhappiness with a choice of 7 or 4, or just to pick one and settle out. The twin flames sharing as the past returns to awaken to co-creation at work at 9:59, the Hermit and the Five of Swords. After sudden events and the truth is out, to the Page of Pentacles not working out, preparing for a new life, but in uncomfortable energies, the challenge being exposure of being dumped or dumping a load, overwhelmed or crying a lot, frustrated removing the mask, falling and breaking their crown, and floating on air in disconnect or at a distance, twin flames sharing a past and no sleep or awakening. After the sudden event, withholding about lovers, the truth of discomfort or embarrassing self, and the challenge being exposure and happiness. The Page of Pentacles overwhelmed and not working out, with the Page of Wands reversed, pretending not to know, floating along in disconnect or at a distance, and the twin flames being charitable about the past, not sleeping well or rising above or awakening, and coming out in order to come together. All right, so that was for the Divine Masculine. And for today, we have the Divine Feminine here. Today is the 28th. The 28 is the Two of Wands, the twin flames. The day adds up to 44. 8. 44 is the mastering, grounding, and integrating of love and the dance between the masculine and the feminine. And the center card for this read is the Five of Crystals, but that was coming up as more as the masculine energy than the feminine energy, but within her read. I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck for the Divine Feminine at 9:46, which is the Hermit and the Six of Cups. And I'd started shuffling, I know, at 9:44, and today's day is 44. I also woke up around 8:44, I believe. And then I got up at 9:18, which is my birthday. And then as I was clarifying at 9:49 to 50, which is the 9 and 10 of Cups, the emotional fulfillment, I was getting of flames, and flames can have to do with the twins. It can have to do with drama, but also getting the ES, which represents the feminine energy. And then at 10:12, which is a turn for the better with the Wheel of Fortune and the 12 of the Hangman, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Do it. What's the song? I was getting that. This is how you do it. Do it. This is how you do it. And it's funny because now I'm just getting, now that I'm saying that, it's giving me the same energy of as when I was seeing myself in my meditation before the video, running from first base to second base. She's saying, this is how you do it. Like she's being an example to others that you can do it all. I finished clarifying at 10:13, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the 13 of the Death card. And the major arcana for this one were the Wheel of Fortune up right here, Starseed, which is the Fool, Chariot, and Reason, which is the Emperor. And before the read, Justice came up, Divine Justice, and after the read, Abundance, which is the Empress. So we had the Emperor and the Empress here. The Reason is the Emperor, Abundance is the Empress. We had 1 sword, 3 pentacles, 1 cup, and 2 wands. And the court cards were the King of Pentacles. That was the only one in the read. And then before the read, the Page of Cups, King of Wands, and Queen of Cups came up. And then after the read, the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles came up together. There were triple threes in this read and double fives. 333, 369, 3D, 40, 5D. And literally the main numbers that came up were 3, 4, and 5, which is representing the 3, 4, and 5D. And then the 10 of the high vibration, the destiny, a turn for the better. 55 of the truth, Excalibur. 35 of the 8 of Wands. And then we had 23 of the King of Wands. 1, 2, 3, jump. And then 510, which is 0 behind 51, the King of Swords. So backing the King of Swords up. The code line was all about a green environment, as well as physical activity and spirituality, which was very much coming up in my meditation that I told you about. The code line here was the number 9 from 4 and 5, which is the Emperor and the Hierophant, and the 9 is the Hermit. And there were definitely keys were coming up all over this read, as well as toggling left, which is to the Divine Feminine side. The key in seeing Imana, toggle left, as well as Sophia, toggling left. The 4 of the Emperor, 1 of 2 in support, considering perhaps a farmhouse, ranch, or house, and the month of March coming up, or that could be marching. Ointment also coming up, and being manly with you and yours. The yogurt was also coming up here as well. So the key seems all about Sophia, sulfur, salt, and suffering, which is very much the Divine Feminine. And then Sat He came up here. It was like he's sitting out. But the key seems all about the Sophia, sulfur, salt, and suffering. The 4 of the Emperor supports the grieving, the reasoning path of the Emperor, the Sophia being key. The key can also be number 7, which is that divine number. And very much 4 and 7 were the numbers of this here. And for me, I always tell you that's the sweet spot between 4 and 7 as far as numerology, just erring to the side of the light. To see Ms. toggle left, right? MS for the liberated Divine Feminine. The key is to see Ms. toggle left. The 4 of the Emperor supports, like the 4 legs of a table, house, or animal, down on all fours to grieve the reasons why. The key of the 7, the Chariot. The 4 seasons. There is a reason and turn and turn and turn. There is a season. So that song was coming up. And then the word masa or mesa came up, which was confirming the table and the 4 legs, as well as a lot of other energy. But that song was from the Birds, Turn, Turn, Turn. And from lyricsinterpretations.com at 1044, so there's the 44 again, the 3 turns were representing the turn from wicked ways, the turn with earth as it rotates, and the waiting of your turn. And the last line is a time for peace. I swear it's not too late. So the key in seeing, see, 3 C's, the seeing with your eyes, the seeing with the ocean, which is with your heart, and the capital C of the Christ or unity consciousness. The mesa or the table with 4 legs, the mortar, the wing, to nag, gossip, and distrust, to weigh the gold, massage, or see both sides, something for you and something for me, a plea to compromise, the mortar between us that sticks us together, things to fill the space, place fillers, the stability of the 4, the Emperor that supports strength and balance, the house, the consideration, the march, the manly, the ointment for you and yours, grieving loss, regret, and the past, the reason, the Sophia key. He saw, this was coming up too, the reason for a lot of what the masculine does is because he saw mother say that, right? Because we learn from our parents. So the Divine Masculine treats the feminine because of the way his mother taught him to be, or the way he saw his mother be. The Emperor's masses grieve his path. As the 4 is the Emperor, the 7 is the Chariot, the Divine Feminine within the Divine Masculine, the vehicle of ascension. He may look like he's driving on the outside, but she drives him from within. Between the 4 and 7 are 5 and 6, change and love, romance and home and family. The Divine Masculine change in alchemy, Divine Feminine shapes in alchemy. 4 and 7 house. 4 and 7 house them. 47 is the synchronicities and heaven in their eyes. 56 of the 5 and 6 between that is the Two of Swords being in your knowing, within, not needing to prove a thing. The sweet spot, removing the 1, 2, 3 and the 8, 9, the 3D quantum leap, and the phi when it's out of balance, or in other words, expanding without contracting. The divine masculine without the divine feminine. The 4 to 7 is out of 3D, bridging to the 4D and 5D. The 4, 5, 6, the 7, 8, 9, collapsing 1 and 9 to 0 point, the monkey or monk key in the middle. The peacemaker, the riddler, riddle me this. He builds the bridge, she drives over it, like placing his coat over her muddy path. So 1, 2, 3 is 3D, 4, 5, 6 is 4D, and 7, 8, 9 is 5D. So 1, 2, 3 was coming up as his way, her way, and the highway. 4, 5, 6 was coming up as build, change, and love. 7, 8, 9 was coming up as ascend, dance, and show compassion. And then the ascend can be the bridge, the dance can be visitation, and the showing of compassion can be being out in the world where there is no ending, right? You're always connecting. So these were, as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I wrote them in a grid. So when I read it vertically, the 1, 4, 7 is the divine masculine, the 2, 5, 8 is the divine feminine, and the 3, 6, 9 is the third energy or source input. So the third part of each cycle is source. The masculine is the first, the divine feminine the second, who adds to it to expand, and then the third energy expands it even more from source. So 1, 4, 7 again is the masculine, 2, 5, 8 the feminine, 3, 6, 9 the source energy, the third energy. So then if you take them higher, 1, 4, 7 is always going to be, which is the bridge, right? 1 is the bridge into this world, 4 is the bridge to the 5D, and then there's another bridge at 7D. And in that cycle, then you'd go to 10, 14, 17, 20, 24, 27. So they were showing me this grid, because that comes up as 10, 20, 30, 14, 24, and 34, 17, 27, and 37. And then taking me to the 60, which would then be 10, 11, 12, a turn for the better, justice, and wisdom, where there's always another positive perspective. That's the 6D. So the feminine here starts out with the 3 of Swords reversed, and beneath it, Justice upright, 2 of Wands upright, Page of Cups upright, King of Wands upright, and the Queen of Cups reversed. Healing, forgiveness, after justice prevails, the twin flames in choice of path, as the Page of Cups is upright, the King of Wands upright, and the Queen of Cups is reversed. The Page of Cups coming up here as that third energy we were just talking about, right? The innocent, pure energy is the third energy. The child is the third energy of pure source innocence. And right here in this first part is Libra upright, Gemini upright, Capricorn upright, and Leo reversed. The King of Wands is upright, the divine masculine, plus the Queen of Cups reversed, the divine feminine, and then the 3 airing to the side of light, whereas that's represented by the Page of Cups upright. So the King of Wands and Page of Cups are both upright, but the divine feminine, Queen of Cups here is reversed. But it's showing me in airing for the side of light, because the divine feminine is the nothingness and comes from the dark, the nothingness, in this reality, she needs the sun. The masculine doesn't need the sun like the feminine needs the sun. She needs the sun because she's the dark nothingness. So she can't thrive in this world without the sun's energy. The masculine's already that sun energy. So masculines can tend to want to be more in dark places, right? If they get too much of that energy. So the divine feminine's coming up here as not being able to survive in this world without her sunshine. For without, she is nothingness. He is the gas, she is the brakes, and using 2 feet now is no mistake. Both driving at the same time within each, the divine feminine etheric world, the divine masculine the physical world, healing together. The King of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded by the divine feminine lover. However, he runs from the Page of Cups innocence of source that he feels unworthy of. He's not running from her, he's running from source. So the divine feminine knocks him off his feet, but it is the third energy, not her, that caused him to run away. The Knight of Pentacles upright, the humble, loyal servant to those without, but has trouble receiving that pure love in return. He learned early on that the devil eats the Page of Cups for breakfast, the cat and the baby birdies, and offering them to their master for payment. Right? So you know how cats will kill birds and bring them as a gift home to show mom, look what I brought you, okay? This is the kind of energy that's coming up here. Again, the masculine, he learned early on that the devil eats the Page of Cups, the innocent child, for breakfast, the cat and the baby birdies, and offering them up to their master for payment. So again, this is coming up as what we're dealing with right now in our reality about the child trafficking and the dark using our babies, you know, for their own sacrifice to their master. And this was coming up at 11:22, which is Justice and the Fool. And then Sunshine on My Shoulders Makes Me Happy came up from John Denver. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give to you, I'd give to you a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. In need of sunshine, heaven in their eyes, the King of Swords reversed, suffering in silence, with the gate open to the devil, temptation waving. The King of Swords reversed, allowing the horny devil in, marking the crown on his head. But this is an inverted gate, like that one that rips your tread and flattens your tires. The King of Swords reversed is playing the devil at their own game, sleeping better with pink blanket, fireproof for one side is delicate skin, but the shadow side is much thicker and rough. Here this is, and right there where I stopped at 11:34, my piano squeaked twice, which is so weird when I'm sitting here and there's no movement in the house and all of a sudden my piano decides to adjust itself. So in 11:34, that was Justice and the Eight of Wands, that passionate energy back and forth. 10 channels, domino effect, or speaker system no longer between legs, of shedding layers of skin, removing the calluses from walking on swords, the firewalker, traversing hell. A whole lot of dark right here. Speaker, gate, pit, and door with big door knocker, chained to the dark portal at 11:37, which is Justice and the King of Cups. Again, this is just in the underlying energy. At 11:37, so sold soul to the devil, but now filling in the pit with goodness, the loyal humble servant, healing Capricorn upright and Cancer reversed. The vehicle broke down on the highway to hell. The King of Cups upright in need of sunshine, and the High Priestess stuck without her sunshine, in a state of emergency, fight or flight, paralyzed without sun to gas her up. Leo reversed, Pisces upright, Cancer reversed here. There's a hook in the train, child took a fall, or learning to ride a horse, or no more horsing around in the car. Or the King of Cups is looking out for the Pisces upright or Virgo upright, and Cancer and Leo both reversed. Or the King of Cups Pisces is unable to ascend without the sun. Drained, overexposed, or radiated for Cancer, and that could be someone dealing with cancer treatments. Or Pisces broke, but the King of Cups wants to take her out. Which is, you can take that a couple different ways, but it was initially coming up as the Pisces is broke, so they can't spend on going out. But the King of Cups wants to take her out and pay for her. Attraction comes up here, and then calling in your soulmate beneath that. Capricorn trying to learn to dance, but feeling awkward, in need of marking their territory, to balance out a relationship, to make someone feel better, implementing a plan to reverse their sleazy sex life, and the King of Wands upright, affectionate with buttercup yellow, romantic tie from the past. Letting go of negative past tie to make it all better, no more random feet and mess, no more leather boots and red-bottom shoes, tidying up with natural boots instead, or dumping two sleazy connections for the real thing, or others can do what they want, but that doesn't mean he has to resonate with it or live with it. Surrenders 91, and beneath that was completion number 9, the Hermit. The 10 of Pentacles, family reversed, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss here. Destined to trip up and break patterns, insecure without tools and holding their tongue to end the battle, competition with the Queen of Swords upright and the Queen of Swords and Queen of Pentacles both upright here. No more butterflies mixed with rats in the logs, and royalty without learnings or hierarchy, no one above the other. One with a quick wit and sharp sword and light, the other more casual about their royal lineage and more educated and health-oriented, natural, peacock-like and grounded. Or this is two sides of one person, and the Knight of Swords reversed, Gemini or Libra, is fighting a losing battle with them, or the one person. Libra upright, Gemini or Virgo reversed, or all three here as the Knight of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords upright, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. And this is all still the underlying energy. Regarding big love of the King of Cups reversed, changing their ways with them. The Queen of Pentacles healing or healer of the devil or shadow, and broken warriors and broken ties, the healer of all of those things, of the healer of shadow work, broken warriors, and people with broken ties or romantic dysfunction. Family via surrender and reflection of the Sun, both S-U-N and S-O-N. The Father, Sun, up in the sky, and the Mother Gaia, and unity consciousness here, with the Holy Grail and conditions of love, destined journey of taming the beast, in the never-ending story of full moons or false light, and a higher love, or Libra upright, Leo upright, Scorpio reversed, Cancer upright, Sagittarius reversed, or those who gather around someone who may be dying at 12:19, which is the Hangman and the Sun. The Knight of Cups reversed may be sad not to be able to be there with them, but with them in spirit. And the recent past here is the King of Pentacles reversed, working to align with the full moon in Cancer. Justice or Libra of instability, move or visitation, announced by the Queen of Wands reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, healing and separation, or after minor surgery. The Six of Cups may be nostalgic, kids or soulmate or twins, around bad influences or third party, High Priestess, Pisces or Virgo, or the King of Pentacles reverse, Scrooge, or he's holding on too tight, trying to save, ground, and be practical. Working at night as not to be home, Libra with Aquarius, Queen of Wands reversed, and Knight of Swords reversed. Healing about twin and him, or hearing about twin and him holding on and not sharing with anyone. So the Queen of Wands and or the Knight of Swords reversed may be pissed at the Divine Masculine because there may be some truth out about the twin and him holding on and not sharing that with anyone. The foundation here is the Wheel of Fortune upright, the Libra energy, grieving loss, regret, past, and the Emperor, perhaps after death, near death, or dead tired, or just taking forever to end, and self-happiness and getting their wish. Or destined Libra, Scorpio reverse sad, and Aries upright happy with self, or Libra and Aries grieving a death, or regret about Scorpio reversed in the end, happy being alone. The central energy at the heart of the matter is the Five of Pentacles upright, The hermit without light in the Mary Magdalene cave, taking a load off, or confessing, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the King of Swords reversed, divorcing in a happy ending, or breaking away from a religion or establishment or business with a happy end or end to a major cycle, or family is at least happy about it. All healing here, challenged by the Five of Cups, the grieving, the loss, the regret, and the past, unable to look at the two cups upright, right in front of them, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, or confessing to the Queen of Cups reversed, who's grieving here. She's the challenge. The Page of Wands reversed and Sovereign reversed, manifesting a virtual coming together to implement a plan. Frustrated, dependent, powerless, with all tools on board, third party moving on. Journey, good news, delivery through depression or arrogance, with clarity of new information coming in. The Empress upright is free to leap, offering love in the aftermath of the Knight of Pentacles, offering help to announce and prepare to implement a plan, grounding and integrating the Queen of Swords reversed, shares, or perhaps distributions at 12:53, which is the Hangman and the Knight of Swords. Now, in the crowning position is the Starseed upright, receiving a big download or big bombshell to crown, choosing a new path to release from prison and anxieties and holding on, to ground and save and be moderate. Patient with the Knight of Cups offering love, from the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles upright, finding peace away from withholding or away from playing hardball or moving to save money, perhaps even to a new state. The Empress is offering love to fool, or freeing herself in a giant leap to move, to visit, or end a marriage, or just the party's over. Bad news and uncomfortable about a connection that's no fantasy, and feeling defenseless to energies or being ganged up on, being strong in surrender. The Queen of Wands reversed is unable to express feelings with the Six of Cups kids or soulmates loving each other, unable to say goodbye, or sweetly judging the Divine Masculine, or announcing to them. The Sovereign no longer obsessing, or now dependent, but without physical reunion, grounding and integrating the Queen of Swords reversed, settling out with others at 124, which is the Magician, and the Queen of Wands. Soon here for the Divine Feminine is the Three of Wands reversed, looking back, going back, social distancing plan, divided, split, lied, frustrated, unable to conceive, not aroused, preparing for a fight or to face the enemy by looking back at the Queen of Swords reversed, with issues at work or in coming together in the aftermath of the Queen of Cups reversed, seeing synchronicities or seeing synchronicities about her, shame and guilt about third party through work, financial issues or not getting along, or someone without a job, looking back unable to tell the truth and get new passion off the ground, defensive end protecting the past with the Queen of Swords reversed at work. Mostly swords and wands energy right there, but there were no specific signs that came up right in that patch. The Divine Feminine is seeing themselves as the Chariot reversed, in connection with the Page of Pentacles, studying every angle of bliss, hanging out destined to rise and awaken, the car in the shop being fixed by their maker. Okay, and that can reference the Chariot. Cancer reversed, and that can reference the car in the shop being fixed by their maker. Can literally be, I just saw the masculine and the feminine in their healing beds being healed. So Cancer reversed with Capricorn upright and Libra upright. The Divine Feminine is stuck while the Divine Masculine awakens. Passion, playfulness, finances, and career. Give your relationship a chance and release your ex. And children, they're affecting your love life. Around the Divine Feminine, or how they are seen, is the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave. The King of Wands with Hermit, sunshine on his shoulder, breaking patterns to give high vibration energy, falling into the Divine Feminine's 5D world. Virgo upright, Pisces reversed here, and the block for the Divine Feminine is the Emperor upright. Right? That's the person who controls everything. avoiding sudden change with the Queen of Cups reversed, synchronicities, or online shopping, or in the aftermath of the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups both reversed, perhaps they had a fight at work. Perhaps the Queen of Cups reversed with a severance package, or choosing a retirement gift. Aries upright and Scorpio reversed are here. Environment, physical activity, spirituality, but even more so for the feminine is to take a time out. Cutting out the fat or lying about hospitalization, rehab, or arrest. Being tackled by Amazon, or bored getting a beating under large palms, or split and being strong, Leo upright. Dumping a load, a burden, or dropping off deliveries down steps, or back to the basement, or running up and down stairs, the Fool is free from conflict and settling out. It wasn't so bad after all, and it didn't cost a thing, perhaps had to exchange or return something. The Knight of Wands is upright, rushing back passionately to return something or visit soulmate or kids, but bored or feeling sorry for themselves, and suffering in silence, ending in nightmare, with the devil or temptation waving, or needing to get out of the house to stop online shopping, or working out or jogging, seeing others being loving to each other, grounding and integrating, ending pain and suffering as the shadow returns, and with it jealousy or rejection. Confessions of the Knight of Wands upright to the Queen of Pentacles reversed, not joining them at the Empress upright, and the Empress frustrated or being bossy or difficult. Needing angelic companion, perhaps, of a higher love, an aide, a nurse, or someone patient, or the Empress is frustrated with a patient or as a patient at 149, which is the Magician, and the Nine of Cups, the Get Your Wish card. So healing, twins, the Page of Cups upright, the King of Wands upright, and the Queen of Cups reversed, which for me in the beginning of the read was representing the masculine, the feminine, and the third energy as the Page of Cups. Forgiveness destined, with Libra and Libra twice upright, and Cancer reversed in a breakdown, break up, break in, or break through, with the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, the King of Pentacles reversed, feeling left behind, and the challenge being grieving, loss, regret, and the past, and living in the past with or as the Emperor upright in control, being downloaded to Crown, upgraded for a fresh new start, confessions or dumping a load, the Knight of Wands upright and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, not in physical reunion, with the Empress or abundance, and not seeing the humor in being patient, taking one step at a time. Being angelic, the higher love, or Sagittarius balancing just so, dipping their toe in the water, or Gabriel is here mediating. Aries upright, Capricorn upright, Leo upright, Sag upright, Taurus upright, all here. Healing, the King of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles upright, destined to be out in the cold together yet apart. The challenge being grieving, unable to look up at the Two of Cups. And that specifically goes to the Queen of Cups reversed. The Two of Cups that are right in front of her, as the Divine Feminine in the Mary Magdalene cave, set apart from his group in exile, while they have a fresh start, or use her downloads to heal each other, or for a profit. Broken past and the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave, hiding from the Emperor, dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities, or dumping all of that on him, the Devil waving to the Knight of Cups reversed to take it and ask kindly for more, please, sir. Say yes, sir. And the Knight of Wands upright, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, in a new start or confession of third party, social distancing, bad influences, no social life, and the Empress or abundance with frustration around patience at 206, which is the High Priestess and the Lovers. The energy is definitely shifting here because the read is very different than it normally is. And let's see what we have from the energy deck for you guys. I didn't show you the pictures of the reads. I'm so sorry. This is the Divine Masculine read. Okay, this is the base read. This is the full read for the Divine Masculine. Okay. Or did I show you? I can't even remember if I showed you or not. Okay, this is for the Divine Feminine. And this is the full read in front of you for the Divine Feminine. Okay. All right, so for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? For the twins, I'm going to pull a card for each. So since we just finished the Divine Feminine, we'll do the Divine Feminine first. What do we need? What is our takeaway for the Divine Feminine here? Let's clear all negative blocks to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding, and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill that empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. All right. So for the Divine Feminine, what is the takeaway from this read? For the Divine Feminine, what is the takeaway from this read? Okay. Cornucopia, abundance. So this is very much about that last Empress card. It's like there's an issue between the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, not coming together. But the Empress here is referencing the abundance, and apparently to have Thanksgiving every day, to make sure you say thanks and have gratitude every day at your meals, right? That has to do with the meditation, connecting with your higher self, and being one with your food, being one with, you know, everything that you come in contact with. And there we have the 38 of the Queen of Cups, which was the challenge in this read, right? And this is also a masculine energy, but the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael in the heart, healing physically. So again, if you have a harmonic egg near you, I would go check it out, because that's literally a healing chamber, and I've been trying to get my daughter to go because she's got lots of physical issues and complaints. But after seeing my meditation today of the healing chambers, if you have a harmonic egg near you, you might want to check it out and go try it out, because it's definitely about physical healing now. 38 is the Queen of Cups. So 38 is literally written 3811. So they're both coming up there. And pardon my hands, I was painting today, so I might have paint and messy hands. So this is very much about the Queen of Cups. Allowing her grieving process to heal, but also needing physical healing. And very, very much about her coming into her heart and just staying in her heart, you know, doing some healing on herself. The feathers. I'm seeing white feathers and green feathers. I never usually notice that. So looking at this card, the feathers look very white over here and very green over here. They're kind of white turning to green. So this is the right hand and this is the left hand. The left is the healing hand and the right's coming up as purification. Right? Because the left hand is the energy coming into you. So it's specifically saying to heal the feminine, to heal herself. And the right hand's coming up as purification. And there's also more feathers on the right side, and that can reference the masculine and feminine as well. So the right's coming up as purifying, and the feminine's coming up as healing. Physical healing. Okay? So that's the masculine needs to work on purifying, so he's doing some shadow work. And the feminine's doing physical self-work, like healing your body. And this is about really focusing on foods that you eat, physical health, you know, food and exercise and getting enough sunshine, because we talked a lot about getting sunshine, that the feminine really needs sun. Okay? So that's the message for the feminine. And by the way, the bottom of the deck is that Empress again, right? The one with the money. She's looking kind of grumpy, though, with the 42. This is also referencing the Queen of Cups, because she's the one with the Two of Cups right in front of her, but she can't look at it because she's still grieving. And beneath, right behind that is the 28, the twins of victory. All right? And this is about the feminine energy too, holding her own in a one-on-one relationship. And so this is how these cards come up like this. The underlying energy, and then these two. So you have a referencing of the masculine and the feminine energy. This card's connecting, literally connecting the masculine and the feminine. So it's the 38 of Queen of Cups, but this is coming up as the masculine doing this, because this is the feminine. The masculine's coming into his etheric healing abilities. He's using his left wing to do physical healing work, but using his right wing to purify. So he might be learning new tools to use. He's becoming more feminine. Right now, see, he's more in his feminine, she's more in her masculine there. Okay. And just again, the abundance between them, the needing to get sun and eat right is really important here between them, right? Because you share this energy between the masculine and the feminine. But that was for the divine feminine. Now let's see what comes up for the divine masculine. That was for the feminine, because they want you to see that perspective for your own healing. Remembering that you're never just healing for yourself. There's always two of you involved. So it's really important what you put in your body, okay, and in your spirit. So for the divine masculine, I'm going to shuffle again, but Metatron was coming right up. 40 is that Page of Cups, that source energy. It's also the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, the 3rd eye. And that Page of Cups, the 3rd energy, the source energy, the pure, innocent one, right? Look how powerful it is. But I'm going to shuffle again. This is coming up right behind it, the Magician in the mirror, and the bottom is financial constraints, all right? So that's pretty powerful energy right there. This is very much like the masculine, you know, showing getting all his tools on board. And here's the innocent one, right? The Page of Cups that he's been running from, showing up. And it's like, you know, the ghost of Christmas past or present now. And he's like, what? What else do you want from me? Have I not done enough? And this is the 53 of the Knight of Swords. See, because there's the woman holding a heart. Right? The masculine, the feminine, and the Page of Cups, that 3rd energy. So let me pull one more time for the divine masculine. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So the crown definitely was coming up for both reads with the Starseed card, which is the Fool. So again, this is the crown energy, but this is someone who's, you know, got crowning achievements, but she's not happy about it. She's feeling unfulfilled. 41 is that self-love, spiritual love, and new love card. This is all about the crowning moment. And another all tied up. And this could reference feminines in the divine masculine's life as well. This could be children, partners, family, people at work. And there's another one. See, this is the masculine surrounded by the feminine energies. All different energies, right? The one who's really hard on themselves because they have to be perfect. The one who likes to play games, and perhaps they're getting into trouble with boys. And then here's the one who may be more shy. This is 36, which is the 10 of Wands, the Atlas energy, the weight of the world upon their shoulders, right? She's the one who's always there for people. 23 is the King of Wands, and then the Ace of Cups over here. The new love of the King of Wands with the weight of the world upon their shoulders. The Atlas energy. And there you go. Got the 3 female energies, and then the 43 of the divine masculine. 43 is the 3 of Cups coming together. And this could be, you know, the people he's dealing with right now. Maybe it's the way he sees the feminine. He doesn't know which one she is because he sees 3 different people. And then here their contract card comes up next, which is the Lovers. Okay, so these could be contracts that the Divine Masculine's finishing up with. Okay. And then the Healer of the Ages, 51, coming into the King of Swords, into his truth. The bottom of the deck, again, his energies coming on board is really significant coming up here. All of his tools coming in, all of his abilities. The thinking man is the underlying energy with the 46 going into his inner child, right? The 6 of Cups, the children in the garden, dealing with appreciation and gratitude, which came up with the other card as well. And 15 is the shadow side, the devil. So showing appreciation for yourself and others, and for your abilities. Maybe something you thought was evil is actually your talent, right? Because you may have been raised that was evil to do. So there may be some breakthroughs happening with the Divine Masculine there, based on what they've been taught was good and was not good. So there could be some big breakthroughs right there. Let's see what Scooby-Doo has to say for both. It's 9:13 on the clock, which is all about endings. Oh, it's 1:11 here. It was 11100. So the Magician and Justice, and a lot of source energy backing it up. And this ending, the 9 and the 13, that's some kind of ending. All right. This is the Page of Swords reversed. That's bad news. And then we have the 6 of Cups, reminding you that everything is good, everything is fine, all is well. 6 of Cups is the soulmates, the children loving each other. This could be a child, right, who's mouthy as well, right? It's the Page of Swords reversed. It's the most immature communication you could have in the deck. But here is the young energy of the 6 of Cups, the 2 children loving each other, right? The antithesis. It's like the opposites here. This is the bad, negative child, and these are the good, loving children helping out. Look, I can do it all. I have it all under control. And then we have the 8 of Clubs, which is Wands, which is the energetic exchange, but it's reversed, which has to do with holding back feelings and desires, not telling your true feelings. That could be delays in communication and travel as well. And then we have the Queen of Swords upright. But the Queen of Wands is reversed. So you notice the pattern here. It's negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, okay? And then positive. The 2 of Wands, the twin flames. You can handle it all. And the bottom of the deck is the 5 of Swords reversed, which is like the, post-war. Taking it easy, right? Not extending yourself. Because post-war, you need to take it easy. You had a long battle. It's recovery. This is why you're in the healing chambers. All right, let's see. I'll give you a Journey of Love card. I'm going to let you go because it's getting long. All right, final card. What is our takeaway from the Journey of Love? So it looks like the Divine Masculine is really doing intensive purifying, as well as all of their abilities coming on board. The Feminine is dealing with physical healing, like really changing her foods and her day-to-day spiritual practices, making sure to connect with your food and drink before you ingest it, things like that. So let's see what the takeaway is here for the twin flames. Twin flames. Woman of light, and there's the feminine needing her sunshine. 49 is the 9 of Cups, the Get Your Wish card. So make sure you get some sunshine every day. It's really important right now. There's a couple other cards that want to be seen here. Oh, they want me to count. That's it. All right, the bottom of the deck is acceptance, which is the enchanted forest, right? The 2, and then there's the third energy over here. The 55 of the Ace of Swords, the Excalibur, and the acceptance of what is. Drop into your heart. 68 is the Page of Pentacles. They're very much matching colors as well. Drop into your heart. Magenta. And it's more of like a, it's not emerald green in this card. I mean, there is some emerald green up here, but it's more like an olive green. Okay. And yellows. It's very much like heart chakra to the root chakra. But magenta is here as well. So that's the underlying energy. And then these two definitely, these 3 actually wanted to be seen as well, but I have to count them as well. So we have the Temple, which is 59. That's that 5 of Swords post-war. Coming together in the temple with everybody watching. The Spiral Dance of the Goddess, 29, is being present in the moment, and there's that olive energy again. And that's like the shape of the fallopian tubes, but in olive. The Dance of the Goddess, being present in the moment. And again, this is referencing eating very health consciously. The the olive oil and stuff, that energy. Olive oil. And then the Swan comes up here. Of purification, 67 is the Knight of Pentacles, the Swan, the loyal, humble servant, as they bow down in service. I have to look at these just for a second. They're very different energies. Post-war, being present with the loyal, humble servant. So we've been talking about the birth canal a lot yesterday and today. This is then I saw the feminine with a child in arm, which is very much the birth of something new. And this is, this is the underlying energy, which is very similar to the temple coming together, only this is private and this is a public event. Okay? This is the acceptance. This could be a proposal. And this is the public marriage here. And the birth, it's like the birthing into purification, into your true beauty. The pearl. You see how this looks like 2 different things, because it looks like a tunnel, but it also looks like a pearl. And remember that the pearl is the fat. The pearl is what comes of the bacteria getting in and the body trying to get it out, right? The beauty that comes from that. There's a reason for the green, though. It's like a gangrene energy. There's like a black ribbon there, too. And it's funny, it's like a sheer black ribbon right here. And I have a sheer black ribbon tied around my lamp. It's so weird. I'm also now getting, I was explaining yesterday that like the feminine's bridge is the side from the ovaries to the uterus, and the masculine's bridge is the vaginal canal to the uterus. And here they're referencing that because this is the coming together in the uterus, the womb. And this is the bridge, right? The fallopian tubes. But it's like, it's no longer living, right? Because it's not red, it's green. It's like it's no longer needed, right? Once you're over the bridge, you don't need to go back. So this bridge can be burned. And then there's the swan. There's the beauty in this. Okay, and don't forget the Woman of Light was the first card out. So this is how they come out for you guys. All 4 of them are very different energies. So let me just count these two, because after she came out, I was supposed to use these to count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. They're saying completion. That's why it's saying to burn the bridge. Like once you're over the 40 bridge, you don't need it to go back anymore. Okay, and there's that mother energy too, right? The bonding with the child, the cosmic butterfly, the 36. It looks like a butterfly, but it also looks like, right, the mother's breast. It's also the weight of the world. It's the Atlas energy here. It's like the fallopian tubes turning gangrene because the old body's going away, and this is like the diamond light body coming. That's the energy I was just getting. It's like a new solar plexus and a new sacral energy. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see what Woman of Light says here. 49. Pure is my joy, my celebration. I know the divine to be eternal. There is no limit to my peace, to my pleasure, as I rise and rise and rise again. Capable am I, receiving the light, of accepting the next level of illumination. I am sacred flesh coming to light. I am the walking temple, the living goddess, she who shines with truth. I come to you now. I am one with you now. I am the awakened one and the awakener. This oracle brings you guidance that you are to be witness to the presence of an awakened being, either within your own self as part of your spiritual destiny or in the form of a beloved other. An awakened one is in your midst, or soon will be. Receive the blessings that emanate from such a being, for to behold one is a gracious spiritual gift that will lift you to the next step of your path. If you're having trouble discerning the true presence of an awakened teacher in your midst, or even in your own being, remember that nothing is asked from you by such awakened ones but loving devotion, so that they may serve the awakening of all living beings. It requires much karmic grace to be granted immediate access to an awakened being, even more to become such a living light. So take delight. The poem reads, I asked God for a deepening of my love, without realizing that the deeper I was willing to go, the more it involved letting go of any part of myself that wanted to love and still be safe. In surrender to the possible lay the greatest potential for love, at levels before unknown, like a cistern that holds the nectar of life and gives its precious fluid only to be filled again with nature's flow. Such knowingness is a gift. For if you can embrace the blessing, you can live without question, relaxing and replenishing with each breath, with each kiss, always whole. Make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature. Love you guys. Rise and be loved. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing evening. Bye, guys.